Welcome to the Rise of the Terran Alliance audiobook. I have created this at the suggestion of reviewers to allow people to listen to my fanfictions in addition to reading them. Chapter 1: A New World. On Coruscant, the Jedi Council is convening for a meeting. It has been 5 months since the Battle of Geonosis. The Clone Wars are waging in full force across the galaxy. Many members of the Council are still spread across the galaxy, serving as generals. Many of them are present for this meeting via hologram. "Where are we in the search for General Grievous?" Mace Windu asks, one of the 2 members of the Council actually present on Coruscant. "Since his last disappearance, he has completely disappeared. There has been no rumor of a sighting for weeks," Plo Koon responds. "We must focus more resources on the capture of General Grievous. If we can capture or kill him, we can end this war," Ki-Adi-Mundi adds. "Yes. For the moment, however, we must put that aside in our discussion. How fares the war?" Obi-Wan asks. Suddenly the doors open, and Anakin Skywalker, who had briefly returned to Coruscant the day earlier, walks into the room. "Pardon me, Masters. I hate to interrupt this council, but I have something urgent I must share with you immediately," he says. "Very well, Skywalker," Mace says, gesturing for Anakin to continue. "I recently received something from an officer in Republic intelligence. They intercepted a transmission between Count Dooku and General Grievous. While it does not give us a location on General Grievous, what it does contain is highly disturbing," Anakin explains. "Show it to us," Plo invites. Anakin nods as he pulls out a device. Pressing a button, audio begins to play. "Have you yet located the planet?" Count Dooku asks. "It is not easy when searching for a planet in another galaxy," General Grievous responds. "That I understand. But failure in this search is unacceptable. If we can expand our influence into other galaxies, it will give us the opportunity we need to overwhelm the Republic. You must not fail," Dooku responds. "It will be done, my lord. I will contact you with any updates in the search," Grievous responds. After this statement, the recording shuts off. The Council sits in shock at this revelation. After a moment, Anakin continues. "The officer I spoke to said they have looked into it. Apparently, they have detected strange signals coming from our neighboring galaxy, sometimes referred to as the Milky Way. The signals are presumed to be the work of a sentient species. Intelligence believe that the Separatists intend to capture the planet generating the signals, as well as other planets, to gain more resources, and possibly to serve as a secret hiding place for Separatist leadership in the event of an emergency." The Council is quiet for almost a minute. Then, Mace asks, "Have we detected the signals?" "Intelligence has been working to since the transmission was detected. Apparently, we just detected the signals. Intelligence doesn't have an accurate enough read on the signals to give us a specific location. But if we could reach the Milky Way, it would be much easier," Anakin explains. "We have no choice. We must attempt to locate this planet first. We cannot allow the Separatists to establish a foothold in another galaxy," Obi-Wan says emphatically. "Do we have a location on where General Grievous' signal broadcast from?" Ki-Adi-Mundi asks. "Yes," Anakin answers. He presses another button on the device, bringing up a display of the Milky Way galaxy. A large circle appears in the outer regions of the galaxy. Grievous' signal broadcast from somewhere in the outer rim of the Milky Way. A follow-up transmission from Grievous to the scouting party was picked up in this highlighted area. Unfortunately, due to the distance and the brief duration of the transmission, Intelligence was unable to get a better read on the signal. It is also highly probable that the scouting party may have moved out of this area since the transmission was broadcast. Anakin says. There is quiet for a moment before Yoda says, "Investigate this. We must." "Agreed," Mace responds. He then looks at Anakin and says, "Skywalker, you will take a small task force and journey to the Milky Way galaxy. Your task is to attempt to track down the source of the signals and to search for General Grievous. However, the priority is to find the source of the signals. Once you do, you will report back immediately. We will dispatch reinforcements immediately. This mission is of utmost importance. Whatever this planet is, we cannot allow the Separatists to gain control of it." Anakin nods and bows to the Council. "Understood, Master Windu. I will prepare to depart immediately," he says. He then turns and walks out of the Council room. After Anakin departs, the Council looks around at each other. "What do you think of this development?" Obi-Wan asks. "This is an unforeseen development, to be sure. However, I have no idea how impactful this will be," Plo says. "Great power there is to be found in this new world. Once find it we do. The same the galaxy will never be," Yoda says. Everyone is quiet as they digest Yoda's words. The following day. Anakin watches as the rest of the clone troops board the ship. After conferring with the Council again, it had been decided he would take a small task force of just 4 Venator-class ships and 2 Acclimator-class assault ships, carrying not only the 501st, but also 3 more clone legions, for a total of about 40,000 troops. Meanwhile, at the same time, a much larger fleet, comprising 54 ships and 200,000 more soldiers, is being prepared to follow Anakin's task force to this mysterious planet in the Milky Way once Anakin has located it. Anakin raises his communicator cuff up to his face. "Admiral Yularen, what is the status of the task force?" he asks. "General Skywalker, all clones are aboard. All ships are ready to depart. We can leave whenever you are ready," Admiral Yularen replies. "Copy that, Admiral. I'll be boarding momentarily," Anakin responds. He then turns to Ahsoka, who is waiting excitedly, and says, "All right, Snips, let's get to it." "You got it, Sky Guy," she responds, and together the two board the flagship of the task force, the Illustrious. Once they reach the bridge, Anakin looks over to Admiral Yularen and orders, "Admiral, let's go." Admiral Yularen issues the orders, and the 6 ships quickly lift off the surface and head up into orbit. "Are we clear to make the jump to hyperspace?" Anakin asks, as the ships slip out of orbit and head off into space. "Any moment now," Admiral Yularen replies. After a few moments, he turns to Anakin from his position beside one of the crew's monitors and nods. "All right, make the jump to hyperspace," Anakin orders. And within moments, all 6 ships jump to hyperspace, beginning their very long journey to the Milky Way. And that's the end of Chapter 1 of Rise of the Terran Alliance. I'll try to be posting a chapter once every day or so keep updated and stay tuned for the next update.